today we're watching a little Dr. Strangelove as we talk about Joe bombs away Biden and the bad case of buyer's remorse the left is already having over the guy they voted for to get rid of Orange Man Bad. Now, what's going on? Well, after 4 years of relative peace and stability in the Middle East under Trump, this week, Joe Biden joined the great tradition of peace-loving Democrats from Lyndon Johnson to Barack Obama and started dropping bombs, this time on Syria, striking what he said were, quote, Iran-backed militias. Which, of course, would be fair enough on one level were Biden not restarting the same infamous Iran deal brokered under the Obama administration, which even John Kerry, now serving as America's Australia-criticizing climate czar, admitted at the time during the Obama administration would see more money in the hands of those very same militias. Have a look.
Fine point. Do you believe that any of that $55 billion ends up in the hands of terrorists?
I think that some of it will end up in the hands of the IRGC or of other entities, some of which are labeled terrorist. To some degree, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every...
That's some real four-dimensional chess they've got going on there. Anyway, what is fascinating is watching the left suddenly wake up to the fact that they've been sold a pup. The Guardian commented after all of this that Biden has said diplomacy is back, but then he started dropping bombs. Our friends over at the City Morning Herald, hi guys, thanks for watching, wrote, Forever War. Democrats blast Biden over deadly Syria airstrikes. Bernie Sanders said, this is the same path we've been on for almost 2 decades. Now, I know. It's absolutely amazing that the guy who served as vice president in the administration that kicked off the nightmare of the Arab Spring, let the Syrian civil war get out of control, and destabilized Libya for no good reason, might decide to get a bit shooty in the Middle East. But it's not just bombing Syria that has the left concerned. During the election, Joe Biden promised $2,000 stimulus checks to every American. 5 weeks later, and the Democrats are sounding more and more like this guy.
Well, we're waiting.
The promised checks haven't arrived yet, and as Black American progressive Shaun King tweeted, we are crossing the point where people are starting to say Donald Trump did a better job getting people stimulus checks than Joe Biden. There's so much more, too. Remember kids in cages when the Democrats slammed the Trump administration's detention of illegal immigrant minors? Ho-ho! Well, they're back, but only now they're being housed in temporary shelters for migrant children. Ah, yes, got it? Jeff Bezos' Washington Post did its best to cover for Biden, saying this was nothing like what Trump did. Okay, sure, but there's more. Even as far-left MSNBC has had to admit Biden's immigration promises are running up against reality. And ain't that the truth? Because, look, in some ways, this is good. It means that some of the worst fears we had about the Biden administration might not be coming true. But it also shows the gullibility of the left, which, in their haste to get rid of Trump, went the full weekend at Bernie's and shoved a guy into office who is ultimately and hilariously and perhaps even dangerously disappointing them. Far-left commentator Cenk Uygur spoke for many when he tweeted, quote, so Joe Biden bombs Syria and kills the minimum wage hike, confirming every fear progressives had. Soon they'll renege on getting $2,000 checks to everyone in the middle class by limiting who gets it to appease their establishment donors. The establishment is back, he said, and it absolutely sucks. Well, guys, can't say you weren't warned.